good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 10.
Hey, cover one.
Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Alert, alert, alert. Here we go.
Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Middle. What's that?
To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Half. We'll go.
To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Cook. He'll get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1.
What's that?
Davis. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And able to get this out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Tua. This is caught at the 20. And on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Half 10. It's on.
Now Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gun. What is that?
Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 45. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
What's that?
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
What's that?
The 11.
Back to throw. Allen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
What's that?
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they're going to get the 1st out here as he's up to the 14.
Half 85, half 85.
3 yards.
Alert!
That's good for the Bills.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Hey, hold.
35-yard line. A
Alert!
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
23 yards on the play.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yard.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
They'll run. H-Chan.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. TH.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
In motion, Hill.
20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Sanders on for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Allen, flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Hey, home. Good time.
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, tight. What is that?
Now Allen, gotta have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Shakes off the sack.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
5 wide. Look out.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 21's here. Help!
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be caught by Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Get set. Out.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. What?
From the gun, it's Tua.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Tua going to throw. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Bills 22. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
What's that?
On play action, Allen under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all